Hello, artists. How are you today? Stephanie Aune coming to you from the banks of the Trinity River here near Willow Creek, California. Oz and I welcome you to the studio. We are very happy you are here with us today. Well, you guys saw the book operation, and it was successful. Let's see, where was that at? Here is where I glued the book back together. It was actually that one, and then I glued, let's see, first I glued it together with fabric, this inseam, and then I glued that flap down onto this particular layout. So this is it's actually not as thick as what it looks right there. But we do have the layer of fabric in between, and the reason why we have that is because we are making sure that everything is as strong as possible, and while we're doing that, we're putting fabric in each seam. Fabric can be put down with Mod Podge. It's generally the easiest way to do it. The fabric I would use, I'm using Sari Silk, which is a polyester silk blend. It is mostly silk. I would stay away from a heavy heavy polyester. Cottons also work great, calicos, Baltics, whatever. What we're doing is, since we are putting in that fabric in every inseam, we are creating such a strong book, right? This book is not going to fall apart on us whatsoever, especially since we put the full piece of fabric here on from the front cover to the inside page. Everything is being super well maintained with this. So what you guys will see in this video is you will see me cutting apart the seam. You'll see me taking off the back. Now, this is where that stress was being put onto the book. Let's see if I can get it here. This back page will have fabric put over the top of it. What's happening here is how it's splitting is because these little bottom threads were cut and these top two threads are still holding on. Golly, my lighting, I swear, it's always a problem trying to get you guys the perfect lighting here. What I'm going to do real quick is just give a snip to this there and this there. Now what I want to make sure that it does is, you see, as I push this, can you see it? Can you see it? Ugh. Trying to get some of, oh, there it goes. The lights in here drive me batty. Okay, so really trying to get this seam to open evenly, because this is where on our layout that we'll be doing next week, I did do too thick of sticks under here and too thick of sticks under here. So you guys will be seeing that next week, but or the week after. I don't know. I don't know which things are going to get posted when, honestly. So anyways, that's how we do it. That's how we're going to repair this book. And definitely take the extra time. It takes less than 5 minutes and about a half-hour dry time to put down your fabric in the center. It makes all the difference with your book. It really truly does, guys. And again, we're just going to make that our habit. So you can see right here, this is one seam that I don't have the fabric. And the reason why I don't have the fabric there is because this is going to be the center of that layout, and then here are our flaps. So as you can see, though, where we don't have the fabric, it does have a lot of stress on it. So we'll see what happens. I'll most likely put fabric in that seam too. Remember that every I don't know what every single page is going to be, but every layout does kind of have its counterpart. So anyway, here's the video. And thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I hope you've had a great holiday season. I don't know when this video will get out to you. It might be before Christmas. It might be after. So love you guys. And thank you so much for your support over on Patreon. It is huge. Links are down in the comments. Also, any comment, like, subscribe, share, those things do all help us out. So if you could please, if you can contribute to the channel, we will be having some Patreon changes coming up at the beginning of the year. So, love you guys. Oh, and I'm going to be sure to continue to give YouTube at least a try, barring any crazy internet stuff or life stuff. I try to do one video a week at least, if not more. And on Patreon, one video a week, if not more. Okay, guys, I hope you have a great day, and we'll chat soon. Here's how to fix your book. Bye. Okay, artists, well, this has been a pretty tedious process. My book doesn't close. But actually, I could probably do a seam operation here to get it to close, because we have done all of our inside edges. We could easily give that some extra space. Let's look at that real fast. Now this one does have a strong binding on it, but it needs a little more space. So let's just bring it down. There. Hopefully you saw that. Now we're not going to put any fabric on the back of this quite yet. I don't think we need to. Don't be afraid of operating on your book. You know, this might, it's not gonna save it. What's happening is we have 4 sticks in there. I should have done this differently. I should not have done that 4 sticks thick, but I was doing this and it was fine. So I'll definitely have to put fabric in there. Or wherever my next seam is going to be. It's okay. It'll be okay. Like that. Well, see, that's what we're doing, is we're loosening that up. So tonight, I think I'll probably put that fabric right in there. Or glue those together. Or both. Yeah, I just need to glue that together. It'll be okay. Those 4 sticks kind of messed it up. Anyways. Hello, artists. Oh no, look at my book. It's cut in half. Well, I did that. I did that to the book in order to allow space for this particular layout. You see how it's wanting to expand in order to sit next to each other. That's a good thing, because I had to make a wider channel and I want my book to close all the way. So I ended up cutting off the binding, and then I did put a slit down this inner seam, which was in good shape. So this was a good book to choose for this, but I wanted to build it up a little bit more. So if you watched the live feed, you saw me take this book completely apart. Oh my gosh, your book's broken. No, it's not. And in fact, we are going to do a quick repair on it. So if your book needs more space, don't be afraid of it, right? Just give it more space. Give it what it needs. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm lining these up as close as I can get them to each other. Now, I could take a piece of tape, and maybe that would be a good thing to do here. Yeah, this may seem like it's acting fussy. It's acting fussy because I'm being particular. I'm being very particular with how this book goes back together. All right. So we were already having some movement in here. You see how this is kind of at an angle? Yeah, and there's going to be a lot more still in this book. So give it a little push where it needs to be. Okay, I'm just folding, actually I'm kind of folding that seam a bit more. All right, so I'm going to sit down here so I can try to line these up. Oh, it's too tall. I think actually we'll be just fine if we just do it this way. Gaffer's tape, just fold that lettering right up. So maybe we should just do one side at a time. Maybe that makes more sense, huh? Now this is sari silk. The silk is really cool. Where's the big piece I had? Am I sitting on it? I did. I just sat on it. All right, you crickety. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. All right. So we'll get a piece of this sari silk. It's like it's not sorry. Sorry. Now, this might have a little bit of space to it. What I'll most likely end up doing is gluing that page to that page here, 4 in to 4 out. I'll probably glue those together, but right now I want to make sure that this stays extra good and tight. Now I usually do this with Mod Podge. If you've watched my other videos, you've watched me do this on this whole video, or on this whole book. I am putting in fabric in every single seam of this book. Why? Because books fall apart, and I don't want my book to fall apart. I've got some good art in here. I don't want it to just fall apart. Why would you allow that? All you have to do is go through, take a little bit of extra time, and prep your book correctly. So I'm just grabbing, I've got this credit card. Room key card, actually, is what this one is. I'm choosing to use Fabri-Tac. Mod Podge does work very well in this capacity, but I'll probably go over it with Mod Podge later, actually. Let's get this one side glued down into that seam. Yeah, Mod Podge doesn't act this way. This is the Fabri-Tac that does this kind of balling up type thing. It does give you a really nice adhesion though. It does do good things. Of course, now we can't see what we're doing. So let's try to line it up again. Now, as you can see, I'm being careful, taking my time. I'm, kind of making a little bit of a joke out of it, but yeah, this is important. If you don't line this up properly, your book won't line up properly, and that would just be silly, right? So you can make operations on your book, put in expansions, and re-glue the book back together. Okay, that is what has happened with this book. I needed an expansion, so I made it. And again, I will probably end up gluing these 2 pages. I know I'll end up gluing those 2 pages together. But we wanted to be sure everybody's super happy first. Glue this down. Portion of Mod Podge on here. You want good adhesives. You could use actually tacky glue, would probably even be better than this, surely. Ah. Oh, don't get that glue everywhere. God darn poopy thing. Sorry. A little bit of water in my brush, so it's kind of being a pain. It's making the Mod Podge more viscous. All right, this is delicate operations here. dry just a little bit before I put these two together. I lied. I'm just going for it. See how much glue is back in there? That's good. It's actually a good thing. We're going to make a line through there too. See how much more space we've just provided our book? We've expanded this from just being a 1-inch wide piece. Okay, that has glue all over it. Glue squishing out of here. Lining up those pages as well as I can with each other.